Choose the Challenge is this year's International Women's Day's theme. My next guest has chosen more challenges in her 16 years than I have in my entire lifetime. After being stung by a bee twice, MikailaUlmer set out to protect them. Aged just 4.5 years old, she opened a lemonade stand to raise awareness for bee conservation. She signed an $11 million deal with Whole Foods at aged 11 and won over investors on the TV show Shark Tank at the tender age of 9. She's now sold over 1 million bottles in big brand stores, and her book, Be Fearless, Dream Like a Kid, has inspired more entrepreneurs around the world. Mikaila is CEO of Me and the Bees Lemonade and joins me now. Wow! I'm terrified and intimidated. Great to have you on the show. How does it feel when people say you are a great and inspiring role model, not just for girls, for anyone that wants to be an entrepreneur?
I mean, it's an honor because I continue doing this because I really enjoy seeing people who are inspired by my story. I love being able to do something that I'm passionate about, which is saving the bees. But another one of my favorite parts is being able to talk and interact and teach. So when I see other girls and women who have either started their own business or taken up a challenge because they saw my story and they see me as a hero, I'm definitely very honored.
What's the biggest impediment? What's the biggest drawback that people say to you, look, I'm just not brave enough, I can't do this? What do people come to you with, and how do you tell them to get around it? How do you advise them?
I think the biggest one is probably I'm scared to fail, or I'm scared to let the people who have trusted me down, or I'm scared to not achieve my goal. And I think that's a big part of entrepreneurship, is that you're taking a risk. And so I say, like, if you want to become an entrepreneur, or if you want to start your project or your idea, then you have to at least try to take that risk. And I say be fearless. It's a little bit cliche, but you have to try to be fearless and take that risk. So either their age sometimes, because I talk to a lot of kids, or I'm afraid to fail or do something wrong. But there's honestly so much to learn when you fail, or when you do something wrong or make a mistake.
What was it like going on Shark Tank at 9 years old?
I come up with a word. I came up with a word called nerve sighting, because it was so nerve-wracking. There's a bunch of millionaires and billionaires that are staring at you like this, but it's also really exciting because I had been working on my business for years. I had practiced my pitch. I had reviewed percentages with my math teacher. I had upgraded our branding and worked with my parents. So it's really exciting, and it was a huge opportunity. And honestly, having Mr. Damon as a partner after Shark Tank has been amazing as well.
Who inspired you? I mean, it was your great-grandmother's recipe, I believe. I mentioned the fact that you were stung by a bee and decided to do something to help protect them because you recognized there was a conservation issue there. Were your parents helping you? Who around you was also helping you as a 4.5-year-old deciding that you wanted to do something to help?
So many people. I mean, first, my parents. When I told them that I wanted to take my lemonade stand into a bottled product, instead of completely shutting it down, they said, okay, even though we have no experience in beverage, how could we do that? So that was really important because I knew that my ideas would be valued. Also, my great granny Helen for sending me that cookbook. It was old and tattered, but we found a really amazing hidden gem in it. I'm also quite inspired by Miss Michelle Obama, not only because I met her, but also because she was an amazing first lady and a philanthropist and an author. And so I do try to be like her. And then also, who else? Ooh, Miss Madam C.J. Walker. She was a first self-made millionairess, and she overcame a lot of challenges while being a Black woman in America. So she is a big inspiration to me as well.
Is that important, to be that kind of role model for young people as well? Because you are a trailblazer, but you're also a role model at a pretty difficult time in America as well, a contentious time, but also a time, I think, of great hope too.
I think representation and diversity is really important. So yes, it is.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. What's the plan? You are 16, you are the CEO of a company, a founder of a company. I'm sure there'll be a lot of people thinking, what's she going to do next? Do you want to go to college? What's the plan?
No, I'm not planning on stopping anytime soon, whether it's personally or with Me and the Bees. I for Me and the Bees, I still want Me and the Bees to be the #1 lemonade in America. So we're working on we actually are about to go into all 50 states in the United States with a new partner, and also possibly new flavors. And then for me personally, I want to continue learning. I'm a junior in high school right now, so currently undergoing the college application process. But also, I want to make sure that I'm continually meeting more people and increasing my skills. And I think one of my goals for a while has been to be able to invest in other female or entrepreneurs of color. So that is something that I may want to do or continue learning how to do.
I think you are the proof that you can be whatever you choose to be. Hard work and talent. Mikaila, great to have you on the show. Congratulations, and thank you for being such a great role model. MikailaUlmer there, CEO of Me and the Bees Lemonade, and ambitious too, taking on the United States. Watch this space. Thank you, Mikaila.